Hello and welcome to our nursery. Our nursery class is called Explorers Class. Our class names in Leavesden Green are very important to us. They represent a shared ownership and a shared identity, as well as identifying and highlighting the characteristics of effective learners. So in Explorer Class, we are brave, we are responsible and prepared, and we work well as a team, as well as many other characteristics which we'll explore throughout the year. So this helps us to be together as good learners, as good explorers also make good learners. Within our nursery, we have myself, who is the class teacher, Mrs. Newman, Mrs. Banks, and Miss O'Brien. I am also an assistant head within the school, so I have additional responsibilities. So I will be in the nursery Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, planning the learning for the whole week. And then between Mrs. Newman, Mrs. Banks, and Miss O'Brien, they will be consistently in there to help support with the learning. My email address is on there. I would recommend writing that down now because I am available as the class teacher 5 days a week. If you have any questions, queries, I will try and respond to you in a timely manner. So even if you don't have anything at the moment, it's always good to have that handy. Our first day of school. Now we are hoping and going ahead with our first day of school is the 21st of September. However, I do need to state that this is dependent on guidelines as we are constantly looking to national guidelines and making sure that we're in line with everything that they are suggesting. The normal school day starts at 8:40 and we have a soft start, so the door closes at 8:50 and it just allows children that chance to come through, and then the day ends at 11:50. Now I say a normal school day because again, this might need to be altered dependent on the current situation. So timings will be confirmed nearer the time, but it gives you a rough idea of how long the children are in school for. If you are late, we ask that you go around to the office so that we can make sure all children have been registered. And then I've put this little saying down the bottom, which is excited and prepared over worried and scared. The first day of school or nursery feels like a big thing, a big life event, and it is. It might be the first time that you are leaving your child or the first time that you're leaving them without someone that you know incredibly well or a different setting. And I appreciate that's big and that can create lots of excitement, but also lots of worry. And for the children, we want them to feel the excitement and to feel ready. So if they do show any signs of nerves, just talk them through what they know and what they should expect. If they're worried about something, talk it through with them and expect that they might need to talk it through a number of times because that's just reassuring for them. So, and if you have any concerns or worries or you've got any anxieties around it, please speak to me. But on that first day of school, let's make it exciting and we're prepared and ready to go. So what you will need is your uniform for school. So here are all the different things that you do not need to order the Leavesden Green logoed items. You can just get a green jumper, but this just represents what we would expect. So either a skirt or pinafore dress or a pair of grey trousers, a white polo top, and I would recommend the polo top, number one, because it's got less buttons. And also it's just more flexible and comfortable, I think, for the children for how they play and learn within the early years, and a black pair of shoes. It can be an all black pair of trainers, but it does need to be a black pair of shoes. PE kit wise, you should have been told what colour team your child is in, so you need to order the appropriate colour, and that is one of the few items that we do ask to be logoed is the PE top. Quite often they do last multiple year groups, so hopefully it's an investment in their learning. And then you can get the Leavesden Green PE bag. It is easier because children can identify their bag and they come in different colours depending on their teams, but it's not a requirement. And the only other requirement that we do ask for is the Leavesden Green book bag, because that is key for us to send home things and to keep you involved in the learning. Again, a hat doesn't have to be Leavesden Green, and a water bottle. And as the weather changes, we would swap that sun hat for a woolly hat and scarf and gloves, because like I've mentioned in the previous video about our early years, we do embrace all weather learning. Snack is available every day. It's on a weekly timetable, so there'll be a daily snack available, and milk is available upon order. So if you're interested in milk, the forms are emailed to you. You do need to fill them out and return in order for your child to have milk within the autumn term. And you can make that decision each term, so you can opt in and opt out on a termly basis, but it is pre-ordered before the start of the term. Admin, there is a collection list which is really important for us as a school to make sure that we are safeguarding and protecting our children. Any details that you've handed to the office about contact information, those people automatically become a collection person. However, anybody that would be collecting regularly, we would ask you to send their details to the office so that we can add them to our collection list. Now, you can ignore the 2 p.m. for any changes, because in nursery you're not picked up at 2 p.m. It would be 11:50. But the 11:50, if for any reason someone else is picking up, maybe Nan and Grandad have come to town, or they're going home with a friend, we would ask that you let us, the office, know that morning so that we can update the collection list, so the teacher or the adult that's responsible for dismissing the children has all the information about who's going where, because without that information, we would not be able to allow your child to go home with somebody not on the collection list. So any changes to who is collecting, please just communicate them with us so we can share them and with the staff, so that we can make sure that pickups and drop-offs are as smooth as possible. And then I would just ask for a little bit of patience at the end of the day for teachers to dismiss children. We like to dismiss and then check they've gone to their adult. And you can appreciate with multiple children that makes that end of day a little bit tricky. All medication needs to go to the office. No medication should come through with the children. So anything at all goes to the office, and then the office can deem whether it's something the child can have upon themselves, or it's something the teacher can have, or if it remains in the office. So absolutely anything medical needs to go through the office, please. I've added the admin email address so that you can email them with any questions about collections or medications. Generally, you've probably got a few questions or comments or things you want to know. There are things that you will very quickly pick up on, and coming to nursery will quite quickly become part of your daily routine. And there are things that you will experience and grow with confidence with. But any of those niggling questions or comments, we do ask that you get in contact either with me via my email address or with the office, so that we can support you to feel as ready as possible. So your next steps, the website is your key point of contact, and that's where we'll be updating with any information that you need to know throughout the summer. Please watch my video where I introduce myself with your child so that they can get to know me. And I'll also be adding to the website some videos of me reading some books, just so that they can continue to see me and get to know me ahead of meeting me properly in September. Look through all the information you've been emailed. Make sure you know when your school visit is and your settling in sessions are, and start getting prepared with your uniform and all of the suggestions in my next video. But mainly start having that dialogue, that conversation about this exciting new change that's coming their way and how ready they are for it. Start building that independence, and I'm sure we're going to have an amazing year in Explorer class. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I will see you in September. Thank you. Bye.